are back. Another episode of It's a Goddamn Podcast.
It's a goddamn podcast.
Goddamn podcast, you goddamn right.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. I'm your boy, Derek K. Darko.
I'm Brandon Roberts.
And we are the loyal fans of the Game of Thrones. Yo, welcome back, bro.
Welcome back. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to you too.
Yo, how was you feeling this episode, man? Episode 2.
I'm excited about every episode, but this episode, you had to love it with the action, the mix between Shade with Varys. It gave you everything you needed, you know?
Yo, surprisingly, this episode was a little bit of a shock. Just because I didn't think a lot was going to happen in this episode.
Right.
I thought, like, it was just going to be, like, a little wash episode, you know, how they just like, strategize and everything.
Yeah.
But the end, especially the end, really, really surprised me. I thought they was going to get to what's-his-face safely and everything was just going to be chilling.
They was about to start popping off, and then maybe next episode.
Yeah, maybe
next. So this gives me a good sign that we might be on a path for some pure action, because even what's on the horizon for the next episode or 2, you know something big's about to happen. So there's only 7 episodes in the season. We about to already get halfway through the season. Next episode.
Oh my god!
It's already coming faster than we think.
Oh my god!
So it's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. Yo, that's why I have a couple fan theories of mine, you know, before we hop into the show.
Please, let me know, because I'm a little slow on my fan theories this week.
Alright, so my fan theory right now is, since the Greyjoys took a massive L, you know, she's a part of Daenerys' team.
Huge L.
They took a huge L, just satisfying L. Also, if you listen to this podcast and you have not watched this episode, we're going to give you mad spoilers. So, just a heads up.
If you ain't watched it yet, you ain't a real fan. So
you did yourself a huge disservice.
It's Wednesday, at least.
It's hump day, and like you still haven't watched it by now. Like, fuck out of here. But they took a huge L. So I think next episode, I think the Sully takes an L too. I think they go to Castle Rock, and I think they get their asses whipped. Real rap.
Okay. I can feel that. I can see that. I guess my only real fan theory will be next episode or within the next coming time, we're going to see Arya. And I feel like there's no way they're going to have Arya have just a complete smooth landing back into Winterfell.
Yeah.
You know? And we already know Littlefinger's at play. So I feel like Arya and Littlefinger won't get along because Littlefinger will see Arya as a threat and maybe find some way to get rid of her or send her somewhere else. You never know.
I like that.
For everything, Arya knows how to kill everybody, but Arya hasn't been around in politics. Like we already said, Sansa's starting to act like Cersei. So Cersei, like, you know, Sansa's mindset's completely on the politics, getting her revenge, but it could also click. Because Sansa's on her killer mission, and Arya like, "What's up? I was about to go kill Cersei right now. I just came to see what's up with Jon and y'all."
Right,
you know?
right.
We're gonna see it play out. I feel like
Arya
is about to be a catalyst for something in the North, or pop something off, or maybe she's gonna go. Maybe Sansa will give her blessing to be like, "All right, well, Jon already left, but if you down to go kill Cersei, I'm 100% with it." We about to take care of this.
You gotta be with it.
We about to take care of this war. We about to take care of this war stuff. I'm with the stuff.
With the shits. Yeah.
All right. I'm with the shits. Okay,
Exactly.
Right.
I like that theory, man. I definitely can see that. I can see a little bit of a confrontation between Sansa and Arya. You know, a little clash.
Yeah.
And I feel like Littlefinger will definitely have something to do with that, especially that clash. You know, Littlefinger is a smooth dude. Yeah, he's smart too.
He's smart.
He's definitely smart.
He's one of those smart characters that somehow manages to survive through no matter who's in power. You know what I mean?
Right. Another fan theory of mine, I think Littlefinger will not die this entire series. I think he survives until the end of season 8, the end of the show. I think he's like alive still. I think he's that smart, and he knows how to work the system.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that.
I don't think he dies at all. I think he gets himself out of Dodge as soon as he can. He's like the one dude, the bald head dude that was
Varys.
Varys, Lord
for the
Varys.
Streets, repping for the streets.
Exactly.
He said, I don't represent no kings or nothing like that. I represent the people. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So,
he's real. He's a real smooth guy.
He's a smart guy. He survived too.
He's a real smart guy. Yeah. All right. So, question before we dive into this recap.
Let's go.
Yo, would you ever cosplay for Game of Thrones?
Hell yeah.
You would do it,
dog. After I mean, I wouldn't do the cosplay and be in some corny like outfit or something. Like, I would have to like, I'm dedicating like time to do it. Like, I just saw like this White Walker video when a dude was just having a good old time. Like, but it's like he had the serious, like he looked like the real makeup, but he was dancing to a regular song. Like, I'm like, I would want to do that where I can really like play the part or look like something. Like, you know.
So who would you cosplay as? Who would you be?
Damn. The easiest one is funny. I see my mans do it, so it sounds weird, but Oberyn would be cool. But if you could do it right, but if I could, I would want to do I would probably want to do one of the White Walkers and do that shit right.
That's what's up. I like that.
If I can get like a mask, or if I can get somehow do the makeup and like the prosthetics right, I would do a White Walker.
That's what's up. I'm about to blow your mind with 2 cosplays that I would do.
Let me hear.
I'm about to blow your mind real quick. The first cosplay I would do is on Sully.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just cause they the only black dudes in the show.
I was just about to say, if my only alternative, if I don't got the serious costume shit, is Grey Worm. That's it. It's like,
Grey Worm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm a light skinned brother. Like, I can't. It's not many. It ain't no many brothers in there. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm a dark on Sully, man, with the dark leather and everything,
you know
looking like Blade,
you know
man.
I mean, bro? They put you in the.
Real shit, man.
We're not even gonna get into that kind of conversation about Game of Thrones. I don't want to taint it. I don't want to taint that to people. You know what I mean? It ain't like that. You know
That's just
mean?
real shit, man. Like, yo, if I was the cosplay, I would be
just
on Sully.
Just know we limited. There are people out here limited.
We definitely limited.
But I don't know what I want to be. What kind of character that looked like us back then? Anyway, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
The only characters that look like us either got themselves castrated. Or the other boy. The only other boy was that rich behind boy. Actually, that was cool.
Yeah,
that helped Danny with the ships.
Yeah, Danny with the ships. He was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy though. So yeah, we don't need that. Only good vibes over there.
Yo, the second cosplay I would do is Hodor. Just cause he tall, and I want to say Hodor for the rest of the fucking day.
No, yo. Speaking of Hodor. There's a Hodor door stopper. There's a yo. I was like, that's so crazy.
I saw that.
Like, that's so crazy, yo. I was somebody else. I feel like it would forever be too soon. Forever. It's like you can't. I
need that.
That's my man. But that's cool though. I feel that.
Yo, cosplays be serious.
It's
man.
new now. That's what I'm saying. It's like people be thinking now. It's definitely people, especially people who got money, who can get the real stuff. Like we used to see Halo with the Iron Man suits that you see people coming out with now.
They be wearing Batman, like, Spider-Man.
Serious suits. I'm like, yo.
Yo, I actually thought about, for Halloween, dressing up as Spider-Man. Like, doing the Miles Morales, having an all-black red and everything. If you guys don't know who Miles Morales is, he is the black Spider-Man. He's the black kid as Spider-Man. Yeah.
Look it up.
Google that. Alright, let's jump into It's a Breakdown. We're breaking down Season 7, Episode 2. The first breakdown is the Missandei, right? Missandei?
I think so. Yeah, something like that. Missandei.
Yeah.
You want to say it crazy? It's like saying Target, like Tarjay. I say Missandei. You know,
I think it's Missandei and Grey Worm. You know, their love connection, they love dynamic, man.
Connections come in all shapes and forms and sizes. You know what I mean?
Yo, he says you make me weak. If a soldier that is castrated tell you that, like, that's real love right there.
He was spitting some real game to her.
He was, and he never had that before.
Like, he ain't had much to offer, and he was kind of like, this, all I got is my courage, and you the only thing that make me weak.
You the only reason why
I was always brave.
Yeah.
I was always the bravest one. I wasn't always the strongest, the tallest, the biggest, but I was the bravest, and you make me weak.
Yo, that sounds like some Little Wayne lines, yo.
He just gave her the keys. It was like, yo, you just me. Like,
just take the Porsche. Just take the Porsche. I don't even want it. Just take it.
You want it? You got it.
Why not? Why not?
So that was lit. But let's talk about the elephant in the room when we talk about...
Yeah, the elephant in the room. The big elephant in the room.
Was they scissoring or was they fucking?
You know
what I mean?
Yo, do you wanna jump in, Nella? Over there, do you wanna put in your 2 cents?
You don't want to jump in?
You don't want to jump in, yo?
She don't want to jump in.
She don't want to jump in. All right.
So
that's cool. We'll get you in later.
To me, of course, Twitter went wild talking about, the scissor effect. The fact that if he is fully castrated.
I don't think he's fully castrated, yo.
Especially, she looked down and kind of gave him that little silent hint.
Yeah,
like, oh, all right.
It's not even that bad.
It was kind of like, yo, you gassed it. It was like she gave the physical equivalent like, oh, they lied to you, boo boo. You good. It's just like you good. You good.
So you think so?
And she laid right down. It was like, come here.
So you think he's not castrated? You think he
like you said? I think like we were discussing earlier. Maybe he don't got his balls.
Yeah.
And that's okay, I guess.
I don't know if that's okay or not. I'm not sure, because if you don't have your balls, it's like
he just can't.
Are you really going to?
He can't produce sperm or a lot. My whole thing was always thought it was testosterone or something, but I think I don't know how detailed they got into all that.
Well, I heard that's why he can't grow a mustache or a beard. That's why he's
because they lost their production of testosterone, which is in your nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yo, that's crazy. Like
that's why they do it, and that's also and you lose your sex drive and stuff like. That's why they do it to dogs and stuff, so that they don't get in heat no more. They're not mentally, physically like aggressive. So they literally try to take that aggressiveness, and they're just completely submissive.
That's what those dudes did with the Unsullied to like have.
They just follow orders.
Yeah,
They will never try to rebel.
Yeah, because
That's what that's why they physically talk about castration, about other stuff, because you're talking about trying to take the balls from somebody so that they take away that aggressiveness, no matter who it is.
Yeah, and that's how.
So the thing, I don't know how. I'm not even going to fake like I know anatomy and stuff like that, but it looked to me like they were about to have sex, and I think that the showrunners and stuff like that are detailed enough and smart enough that I think they were trying to imply that he was alright and that they was getting it popping.
Yo, he went down like it was
at
no
the lowest.
tomorrow.
I don't care if it was at the lowest of levels. She was cool with it because she got right on her back and pulled him in consensually.
Yup.
Nothing crazy. You know what I mean?
Yo, he got down and went ham on her like it was no tomorrow. Like he knew what he was doing for the first time.
He act like that was his first meal after some type of fast. Okay.
Yep.
He gave it to her. He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He gave her the wordplay.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just wrote it. He just followed up with the notes and wrote it on her. On her. You know
so pretty much he went Raphael De La Ghetto.
De la Ghetto.
You know what I mean? Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shout out the Grey Room being Mr. Smooth out here.
Do it for the Unsullied. Do it for the
Unsullied, yo.
Do it for the brothers out there that some of them might have everything taken. You know what I mean?
Shoot your motherfucking shot, man.
With it.
So next we slide into Danny was not playing with Lord Varys at all.
She shaded that boy.
Shaded him hard. But he came back though.
He came back. But you gotta respect both sides. You know what I mean? Danny was kind of like, I mean, yeah, we all here, we all cool, we all alive, but you tried to kill me.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we all good and laughing now, but you tried to kill me.
Yeah.
What's up with that? How can I trust you?
Exactly. It's just because like he's just like Littlefinger. He's strategic. He's smart. He makes moves. And he's also castrated as well.
He got his ears to the streets. He's a real unit. Like, he has nothing.
Yo, he said, I'm loyal to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to myself.
I'm loyal to the people.
Yeah,
you know
like, I'm here for them. For the street, yo.
That's where I grew up.
He's a hood dude, yo. Lord Varys is a hood dude.
He's like, you don't know what I used to do. You don't know me. You don't even know what I used to do, son.
Yo.
I
can just see DMX playing Lord Varys.
Bro.
It's stressing, man. It's just real shit. I'm from the hood, man. Like, Daenerys, you want this?
There was a king in the north. It was dark.
Yo, oh my god.
Clip. Cut it off. My dick.
Yo, Lord Bear starts snapping, bro. Lord Bear starts snapping because Danny checked him and was like, Lord Bear was like,
but
look,
you gotta
I'm keeping
respect
it a
Danny
bean.
for checking him and calling it out.
Yeah.
But we gonna see. You know what I mean? That was just. I read it online. Somebody called it the most awkward interview ever.
It was very awkward.
That was awkward. So you tried to kill me, huh?
And he was just sitting there. He was like, yeah.
But, you know what I mean? I did it for the people.
I did it for a reason. Like,
you gotta understand.
You can't really blame me,
At the time, the way the thrones was set up,
we wanted the same. I mean, we kind of cut from the same cloth. I mean, not really, but
right.
You for the people, I'm for the people.
Exactly.
It's crazy. So then next we slide into John's skepticism and but he has eagerness. The letters from Danny and Sam kind of showed.
I kind of respect John because
I respect him.
John is really out here trying to tell y'all, like, y'all didn't see these niggas. I did.
Yo, and that's crazy because everybody that's watching this joint probably feels the same way too. Like I know some people is like,
he's like, nigga,
like yo,
help me.
But you gotta understand, like it's like a myth. Like it's like saying somebody like, yo, we outside. We just looked at barefoot. The Bigfoot was just outside, just walking past the crib. We gonna be like, nah, like we don't believe you. Like we like, yeah, that's
why I need black people on the show, bro. Because all somebody would have to say was, you know what? They got dead giants now. Right? He's like this. He's like it was all good for before. You know that big nigga that died on the other side of the wall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he with them now.
Just know where do I sign up at? Give me a sword.
Oh, you going? What you need so I can get you there? I'll pay for the Uber. You know what I mean?
Give me 2 swords. Give me a knife. Give me your best bow and arrow.
Like, and you need my oldest son. He's 13, right? He's signing.
He's 13. Yo, my youngest son is 8. Like,
I'm so frustrated for John because clearly they just don't get it and nobody would believe in it. Like just like where Sam is. Like Sam nobody believes, but Sam is riding hard. Sam ride for John.
Sam does ride for John. Sam is definitely John's right hand man.
Like you said, I trust him more than any person in the world right now.
Like I said, like Sam like sent him the letter about the dragon glass and he's just like, yo, they can destroy this shit. Mm-hmm. It's just that I understand why people's not believing John though. Because first of all, he's like Daenerys is running around with Tyrion. Tyrion has the last name of Lannister behind it, so they already don't fuck with Lannister already.
Like you heard, we're saying his name is like, ugh. It's like saying Kardashian sometimes in the wrong.
Basically,
right?
yeah, exactly.
I hate them.
Yo, Lannisters is really like Game of Thrones. Kardashians,
and then Tyrion's is like Kendall. Like he does some fucked up shit. He weird. He a little different.
I like that. I like that comparison.
He ain't bothering nobody.
Yeah,
really. You know what I mean. He just get caught up in the bullshit.
He does get caught up in the bullshit, and he shared the same last name.
Right.
So it's him, and then it's Daenerys, who is the daughter of the Mad King. That old head that's at John's camp. Is
I
like, remember that nigga. He
nigga.
burned everybody alive.
And John's like, I hear you. But
right, I hear you, but y'all ain't see these White Walkers. Like we really,
it's worth the risk.
It's definitely worth the risk. They will eventually see it. I just hope that they don't see it when it's too late. Because when it's too late, it's over for him.
Basically.
So sliding into Cersei. Cersei got some weapons. Cersei scenes, right? She was over there trying to get some allies because the only ones that she has is Euron Greyjoy. Right. So she was talking.
Who was out fucking this shit up?
Yeah, who we gonna talk about later in the show. She was out talking to some allies. Some of the allies was like, we kind of don't fuck with you like that. It's like you cool and all, but it's like we not really gonna slide into battle. So Jamie got to slide in, and try to talk to him about it because they hearing rumors like, yo, Daenerys has fucking dragons. Like,
what's up?
Yeah, it's over for me. So, Cersei's a scientist bull, that fixed up the mountain or whatever. He was like, yo, come to the basement real quick. I gotta show you something really fast. Right. She walks with him to the basement. Yo, he got a big ass harpoon. Like, yo,
this is what we use.
Yeah, this is what we use. We can fuck these dragons up.
What's up?
Fuck them dragons.
Fuck them up.
That's pretty much what he said right there when he showed her the arrow joint, the little spur. Right. It was like, yo, we're not worried about that shit. Not at all. Yo, Cersei got some shit for them, yo. Cersei is not going down easily.
Of course, no. Cersei is one of the most popping foes. She is the. We know how Cersei's going to die. We know that.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
So, it's cool to see her how hard she's struggling to survive and stuff like that. No matter what, she's lost all her kids.
She has nothing to lose.
She has nothing, and that's
never, what makes her dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. You never want an enemy like that. You never want an enemy.
You never want nobody like that.
You're stupid if you go up against somebody unwittingly that has nothing to lose. Like she has nothing to lose, so she'll do whatever. She'll burn the entire kingdom down before she hands it over to you.
Yeah.
So if you come out like, and so that kind of gives way to that advice where she was like, if you're a dragon, be a dragon. Like, there might not be no room for mercy because she might rather see the kingdom burn down before she just hand herself. Yeah,
before she just hand herself over.
Y'all killed her kids. Y'all killed her dad. Y'all might kill her brother.
And she been through some shit too with Robert Baratheon, dog. She was abused and shit, dog.
But she did what she had to do. She did what she had to do for her family. That's how she feels.
She was really. I think she was always.
100% down for the Lannisters, no matter what.
She was really hurt when what's his face died. What the hell is this guy's name? This asshole. No, not Tommen.
Joffrey.
Yeah, Joffrey, dog.
I think she was really hurt when their daughter died too, though, because she was supposed to be. That's what she had it. She was supposed to be out there and save. She said she felt like Tommen portrayed her. Tommen was weak as shit.
Tommen was weak.
He portrayed her for real because he gave her over to like the High Sparrow and shit.
It's crazy because when Cersei's daughter died, though, I was a little upset about that. I'm like, yo, she ain't deserve to die because she did nothing wrong, yo.
Right.
All she did was she was just trying to live her life. Even Tommen was trying to chill too.
Nah, Tommen was wrong. Tommen was pussy whipped.
He was pussy whipped, but at the same time, he didn't ask for none of this shit, dog. He was chilling.
It
was Joffrey.
He was a product of incest. He was just bound to fail. You know what I mean?
Damn. The way you put it, the reason why you put it like that, I like that.
I like it.
Because now it's just like, damn, like
shit, you gotta look at it differently. Pop.
Yeah. Fuck all the Lannisters.
Which is kind of weird because for some part of me, which is speaking to incest, it's so weird. But Jon and Dany are technically related, but some part of me wants them to link up somehow. Because I feel like they can't just be buddies. They can't just be friends.
So Jon Snow and Daenerys are related, and is Tyrion?
They might be, if I remember correctly. I want to double check. They might be brother. They might be like stepbrother and stepsister, or they might be cousins.
But I heard that because I know she was saying that she wanted to take his hand because somebody was saying that back at where she was at.
But that's before they know. You know, I feel like the news is going to break. Maybe they will try to marry each other. They fuck whatever happens. But then they find out they're related on some Star Wars shit.
Okay. Or some Luke and
like on Luke and Layla shit. Like they might just say like, oh my god, wait, you're a Targaryen for real. Like Bran gonna tell him innocently and be like, you know you're a Targaryen, right? Mm-hmm. You're not a bastard. You're a king. He's like, oh.
Hey, you're not a bastard. You said that real Spanish like you're not a bastard. You're a king. You're king, Holmes.
Dios mío, señor. Lo siento para decir.
Yo, you fucking crazy, dog. You fucking crazy, bro. Yo, slide to this next panel. Sam the doctor. Sam the motherfucking doctor.
Sam is the new host of Dirty Jobs.
Yo,
the Game of Thrones edition.
He is, dog. He is. Yo,
wiping
Dirty
poop,
Jobs like shit, man.
Wiping poop, wiping old dirty dishes for old men back then, and then he now
serving food.
Now he chopping off pussy scabs.
Oh my gosh, that
Get your man
was so nasty, dog. It looked like he was peeling off a scab, and that shit was pussing.
But it was pussing out. It was like a pimple scab. It was a patch.
Yo, that shit was so nasty, yo. Jorah had massive STDs, dog. I don't know what the fuck
he
that
got
was.
burnt. He got the usher.
Yo, he do got the usher, dog.
Alright, that's too soon.
It's too soon?
No. Is it too soon?
It's never too soon.
He drew. Dog. I think he got another case. Oh god.
That was a massive case of what the fuck, man. That shit was I can't even, I'm still like picturing that scene in my head. And I'm just like, yo,
yeah.
What am I watching?
And the worst part was he was like, you can't scream. He was like, he's like, they gonna find us.
Dog.
He's like, nigga, you chopping off my skin.
He was like, yeah, bite this. He's like, oh. I would have took it off and just started yelling to the heavens. Ah. Everybody would have ran to the room.
But Sam told him some real shit. He was like, I'm your only hope right now.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that's going to try.
He was like, you not dying today.
Right.
Not on my watch.
Right.
That was some ER shit, man.
Right.
That was
some deep shit. I like it.
Sam
is
really,
a rider, yo.
Sam really be coming through to the club.
But the thing is, I think that's good because Sam always somehow finds the value in the right people.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't never saved nobody that ain't really deserve it or somehow
impact
him later on. Like
exactly. I definitely
you gotta fuck with Sam.
I definitely fuck with Sam.
If John fuck with Sam, I fuck with Sam.
I didn't fuck with Sam back way back in earlier episodes.
He was a bitch.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, I'm like,
but he was, of course, they made him that lovable, like they made him that lovable type of weak dude. Like like you knew he wasn't gonna always be like that if he survived. Like somehow the weak niggas that survive somehow end up being strong. And it's like, no, I seen war, dude. He killed a White Walker.
He definitely killed the White Walker. The moment I fuck with Sam,
and he saved the chick,
was when he saved the chick when it was these dudes that was surrounding him, and he got up. And then the wolf came next to him. He said, I know y'all want no smoke.
Right.
He stood there, stood his ground. I was like, you know what? At this moment right here, this very moment, I fuck with Sam. Sam has to survive the entire series.
You need that.
The whole goddamn series.
Goddamn.
Yes, exactly. So, after Sam, saves, Jorah or whatever, he sends does he send another letter to Jon? Or?
Well, that's what we talked about. He sent the letter to Jon, basically confirming that all that dragon glass is.
All that dragon glass.
So that's just kind of giving Jon the okay, yeah, dog, you gotta go to Dragonstone.
Yeah, he was like, you gotta slide to, and that's where Khaleesi's stand at, right?
Right. So he has 2 invitations basically.
Okay, so he just
Sam telling him to go, and Khaleesi come.
Yeah, it's just you gotta go with your gut, and that's why I've really fucked with Jon too. Yeah, and you got no choice. Them motherfuckers is
It's
coming.
The only
dog.
thing that's gonna kill the big army that's coming. Period.
Especially them giants. You not about to have them giants be over there.
It's already hard to kill giants.
It's already hard, yo. Do you remember when them giants raided what's his face?
The wildlings? No, not the
wildlings. The giant wildling. When he came over to the wall and he was fighting, it was hard as shit to kill them giants, yo. Right. Them Jones was on grade A, man. That shit was crazy.
I need that.
That shit was real raw. But
go ahead.
Yeah, right, so Jon leaves, right?
So when Jon leaves,
yeah, exactly.
Who picking up that power? None else. No one else but Sansa. Stark.
Sansa.
You know what I mean? It was so funny. I was laughing because everybody, she's like this. You can't leave. You're in charge. All right. Yep. She shut up. She was like, okay then. You know? I think she likes the idea of power. She really is becoming like Cersei. I really like this narrative about her becoming very much like Cersei. She's understanding the value of, okay, I don't want you to leave, and you have some duty, but now I actually have some say and actual real power.
Yeah, now. I see what you're saying.
Because she has her own agenda now. Like before, it was always like, I want to get married to Joffrey. I want to be a queen. Now she's like, yo, I want to be able to kill all these motherfuckers that tried to kill me.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's like, so I like it.
I do. I definitely agree with you. Sansa is definitely going to grow up really quick, as she did with Ramsay. Right. She's definitely going to know how to play the system, because she learned from Littlefinger too. And I like the comparisons with Cersei's because it's just like she's going to have to do what she has to do. She's going to have to adapt. Yo, and it's cool because she's still going to have her sanity. She's still going to have her sanity too. So she's going to be a good ass queen, man.
I like it. Sansa is gonna definitely have...
Sansa, yeah.
The thing is that regardless of what she wants to do it, by her defending and having to fend off Littlefinger, and by trying to help Jon, she's learning. She's right now on the brink of being on one of the biggest transitions we've ever seen in the whole series.
Yeah, this is about to be.
This is about to be a bit. We never really seen a real violent takeover. The Lannisters have pretty much always had their hand on the throne. This is the first real threat coming from multiple directions.
Multiple.
Sansa's right there on the brink with possibly the person that has the biggest claim to the throne, and Jon.
Yep.
And it's about to link up with real dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yo, that just clicked in my head. So, all right. So, fan theory, right? So who's going to sit in the Iron Throne at the end? You think it's going to be Khaleesi? You think it's going to be Sansa, or you think Sansa's going to be take over?
It's going to be Jon. It's definitely going to have to be Jon or Khaleesi.
Okay.
I think Jon's going to end up being one. The dragons are going to react to Jon's because he has real Targaryen blood. Yeah. He's going to be able to have some type of connection with the dragons too. That's the part of the fan theories too. That imagine if Jon and Khaleesi. Daenerys link up and they both ride dragons into battle. Yeah, as two Targaryens riding dragons back into battle to take over King's Landing again, or to defeat the White Walkers when they're fighting over they're going to be driving over. Yeah,
and it just spawn.
Because they could ride. He could tell her like, "Yo, this is a big ass threat. Yeah, we gotta take over King's Landing.
They not going to have 3
there's
dragons.
Not going to be." What do you say that? What do you mean?
I don't think they're going to have 3 dragons at the end of all this.
I think
they only going to have...
one of the dragons, that might be one of the people that died. Look out.
The dragons?
One of the dragons might die, and that might be a sad moment. It's going to be like, you know how when the dogs die or something like that?
Yeah. Just because, they got that harpoon, dog. Yeah. That harpoon really, it went through that John, yo. I'm like... It went through a dragon skull.
That was a big-ass skull.
Dog. That's a big-ass skull. So, if you could even wound that John and then just run up to that joint, just rush it, and just try to slice it.
They're gonna try, but the only thing about back then, even with those weapons, is I feel like you only got one shot, and then if you miss, that nigga coming and burning you.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
You better not miss. If you miss, that's your life. That's your life.
Don't miss.
It's a period at the end of that sentence. Don't do it.
So speaking of little pets and animals, how about Arya and her very weird encounter with was it her dire wolf?
It was I think it was.
I feel like most people feel like it was because they was about to kill her ass. But at the same time she walked away and it was kind of like Arya don't believe it, but you want to believe Arya, but at the same time it was kind of like, nah, I feel like she just don't fuck with you no more. Yeah, I feel like the Myriad just don't like you no more. She's just not with it.
Yeah, I mean the dire wolf.
They grew.
The dire wolf scene. First of all, I thought it was White Walkers coming for her because I was going to get automatically upset if the White Walkers was for her ass because there was no way she was getting out that situation.
Yeah.
That would have been over for her.
Yeah, without it being, illogical or something.
Yeah. It was something drastic would have happened. The wolf scene was cool. It was definitely her wolf because she looked in the wolf's eyes, dropped her sword, and knelt and was just like, yo, I know this is you. And it unlocks another fan theory of mine's. I think that wolf is going to come to our rescue in one of the episodes.
That might be good.
And that's going to definitely be a good thing. I think the wolf is definitely going to come to our rescue. I think the hound is going to be too occupied, slicing everybody up. And he going to see Arya in a situation and the wolf going to come.
We're going to see.
Yeah, we're going to see, but... That wolf is definitely a key. It's definitely a hidden random message. Yeah, it wasn't random at all.
So let's jump into the most exciting part of the episode.
The most exciting part and my moment of the week.
Pirates of the Westeros Seas, or whatever you want to call it, the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Game of Thrones edition.
Game of Thrones editions of Pirate of the Caribbean.
I loved it. The savageness.
Savage.
The killings, everything about it.
Yo, Aaron, dog, bro, he bumped up in my villain list, man. He bumped up.
You know what I mean?
He was not.
He wasn't just talking shit.
Yo, he was moving.
Hell of an entrance.
Damn, yo, that was a hell of an entrance.
Came in and smashed the nigga. Was like
smashing the nigga. Was yelling.
Chopped the nigga with the
with the axe. Running through everybody, dog. Yo, he was moving like he had ambition, dog.
I loved it.
He had motivation.
And he had motivation, but he also, we just know, I think people were saying, before, he just seemed like just mad talkative and just talking shit, but not like vicious. Like I feel like people said from the books he was supposed to be just more vicious and savage. So I feel like this episode was kind of actually a good follow up to show like this nigga really out here killing people. Like and something small that people were saying, details that were in the books, like that people may have picked up on the show is like all his crew members and stuff like that. Like the people that he run with on his army are people that he's collected over his times pirating ships, and he cuts all their tongues out.
Yeah,
so they can't communicate or talk. They call them like the silent ships and stuff like. So it's basically they can't talk and communicate or like have any type of mutiny. He just controls them. So in the episode, we see them cutting people's tongues out. Like I love those little details and stuff like that, especially when people catch it because it's just like, dang, yo, like these people really put a lot of detail into it, and that whole fight scene and
that whole scene,
the attack was just so lit. It gave you the idea of like that hopelessness and like how really like they just got ravaged.
And the Greyjoys took a massive L on that scene, like on that particular scene. They took a L bad.
That was the first big L of the season.
That was the big L, yes. That was the first big L of the season.
But none of the Greyjoys died that we know of yet. That's the only thing.
None of the Greyjoys are dead.
Their whole army gone. That whole little crew that they was with.
They
so the Dornish is basically dead, except for the mother,
the mom, and the other, and her daughter, her one daughter.
That might play a key role.
So they're called sand snakes, right? Like
they supposed to be that little group of them, yeah.
So they're supposed to be just like the other dude that the mountain killed. They supposed to be
like
just as fast,
like that. They was chopping Euron down. I'm surprised Euron was still good. Like they were stabbed him in the nuts too. Almost looked like
Euron was demolishing them, dog, beasting.
First of all, he had the illest right or left hook every fucking.
He was hitting them with everything.
Every fucking time, like they get a couple hits and then he just hit them with one. Haymaker,
and he was slicing them, and he just socking them,
and then they just
socking them.
Yo, that was crazy.
Stabbed one of the Johns with a spear right in the stomach.
Right.
Then choked another one out, dog. Like they took him down with ease.
So much ease.
Like he was getting sliced and he was just eating them, and right hook, right jab, headbutt. I'm like, yo.
So then. Let's get to the hard part that had everybody like
the hard part,
what, like the fuck.
So
that was
after,
like the what the fuck moment.
So after,
but I get it kind of.
After Euron,
I thought about it. I sat on it.
You sat on it.
I sat on it. So go ahead.
My gosh,
tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
So after Euron, right, runs through damn near the whole ship.
The entire ship.
He fights Sister Greyjoy. I don't even know her first name. Yara Greyjoy. And she's put up a little bit of a fight, but he just appears to be too much. So he holds her hostage. He calls her Theon. Theon looks over with shock.
Some people was calling him Reek. After this,
I damn sure called him Reek.
I was at first. I was feeling that. I was like, Reek back, but I'm starting to have a different thought process now. I am
definitely. I called him Reek. He looks over. Euron has her right over, strangling her. What's up? What you about to do? Theon looks over. He drops it. He looks over. He sees people getting their tongue cut out, ears cut off, getting killed. Drops his sword. I'm out. Jumps right overboard. Nope. He's like, I'm good.
So he did all of that.
He did all of that, yes.
But like I'm thinking in my head, we didn't see him kill Yara, so maybe his intention was only use Yara to get Theon as well. Theon's only option was either to run to him and go to the unknown, or run and fight for another day. So Theon will survive and probably get back to Dany, or somehow end up somewhere else. Probably somehow strategic in some long run way, because he knows that Euron is out and has such and such and such and such. So Theon surviving for not being held hostage with Yara probably will end up being somehow valuable. It sucks that it looked like that because he really looked like a bitch. No, there's no way around that. But he survived, and we realized that surviving to another episode is a major achievement in this series. So you never know what might happen next episode. What shore he might land up on.
Yo, like now that you brought that up, that definitely makes sense. But on the low, dog, I think me personally, dog, I think it's a mix of. I really believe it's probably a mix of both.
Right.
I think he was scared straight, dog. I think he saw his uncle and was like, nah, dog. There's no way I'm about to fight this man alone.
I feel that.
And I think he
maybe it was a mix of both.
I don't think he was thinking like strategically. I didn't think he was just trying to get the fuck off the boat, dog. I think he was trying to be out.
I feel that.
I'm like, nah. He's like, nah, man. Like, of course you're going to live to fight another day, which is definitely true. You're going to think about that.
Right.
He didn't want no parts.
Right.
He didn't want to see that. He didn't want to see that smoke.
I feel that.
I don't think he wanted to see that smoke. But I think the way you thinking is just like it's a good thing that he did jump off that boat because now he can
I'm looking at
the
glass half full.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Yo, the meme that came out for that John for finding Theon and had him on Dory's
Yeah, I tweeted
bro.
That was hilarious.
I was in tears, man. I was in tears.
And those jokes always.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That actually that was my moment of the week. That last scene was the moment of the week, man.
Really, I fuck with it. My moment of the week was when Arya found out that Jon won the Battle of the Bastards. Just that genuine, like, you're lying. Like, there's no way she believed that. She's like, you're lying. And he's like, why would I need to lie about that? And she's like, oh, shit. And her mind completely changed. Like, it was already, like, she wasn't, like, barely paying no attention.
Right.
And then she had, like, a real human moment. And she's like, yo, like, they won and they got it back. Like, so I think that moment we just saw a big transition. So that was my moment of the week.
That's fucking crazy because like that part completely went over my head. I promise you that part went over my head, yo. That's the craziest thing, yo. Because in Game of Thrones, right? It be some scenes that I just be like distracted. Dog.
No, I hear you.
So when they were talking, I wasn't really keen on that conversation.
Hot Pie told her he was like, why aren't you going to Winterfell? She's like, why would I go there? And then he was like, because she was like, the Boltons have it. He's like, no, they don't. He was like, Jon Snow came back down with an army of wildlings and they won the Battle of the Bastards. He's the king of the North.
Wow.
And then her whole mind changed.
Damn, that's really a mind blowing.
So that's when she just changed, and she was like, "All right, well, she's about to head to Winterfell," and that's why she told the wolf, "I'm heading home." Like she was like, "I'm going home. I'm going to Winterfell. Come with me." And the wolf walked away from her.
I thought she was just going to Winterfell just because,
nah, he told her straight up because he was about to go to King's Landing to try to kill Cersei.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dog.
Damn.
But who's your character of the week? Because it's the character of the week.
It's a character of the week.
It's a character of the week.
Yep. Mine's MVP character of the week, Sam.
Got to. I like
it. Gotta be Sam. Like
that's a good pick.
He's too valuable. It's just, dog. First of all, he's a rider, and now he's at a school that he's about to unlock all this information.
I like that he's sending ravens.
Everything.
He's sending the text out. Like he sent the raven right to Jon. Like the Dragonstone is a go.
Yeah, like yo, this is where you find it.
Go ahead.
You go get that, and you go kill these motherfuckers.
Go get that. You come back with that.
Yo,
and split that.
And just out of the kindness of his heart, he's saving Jorah. You know, because Jorah could be useful.
Sam's just a good person, man.
Yo, Sam is a good ass dude.
All right, my character of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling. I gotta feel Jon. I feel like Jon is like he didn't do much, but he made a hard decision by basically knowing he's gonna have to go out on a limb, and he's about to set off something that we've all been waiting for. He about to meet Dany.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the only two people that people mostly been rooting for probably the last 2 to 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wanting to see them win. So him making a decision like whatever y'all whatever y'all say, I seen the army of the dead, and we need that Dragonstone.
Yeah,
and we need her army, and she got dragons. So I'm about to go holler at her. Deuces. You know what I mean? So I kind of like that, and just for the fact that whatever we about to see next episode when they meet is about to be lit.
Yo,
like,
they are definitely
no matter what happens,
episode.
no matter what happens, she don't trust him or not, he's there. Like, and I feel like that, just how he always handles stuff. Like, he already came back from it. That ain't much else he can go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's my character of the week.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's not bad. So the last segment, right, of the show, is Death Theory. You know, a little Deadpool that we
go
like
ahead.
to play.
I already know yours, but go ahead. I want to hear it.
So my Death Theory of the show, and I think it's going to be next episode possibly, is Grey Worm.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm picking Grey Worm for the Death Theory is because Grey Worm just fell in love. And he's just like, yo, I hope to come back to you. Right. I feel like I'm going to come back to you. He ain't coming back. It's over for him. Like, yo, like, these type of shows, like, the moment you express, like, happiness or hope, it just, after that sentence, period. That's it.
I feel it.
I think it's Grey Worm, man. We all going to be hurt, too. I think it's Grey Worm.
Damn. I don't know. I feel like it might.
Sorry, dog.
I'm trying to think about who it might be.
Sorry, dog.
I'm trying to think about what characters is like kind of been introduced as kind of like possibly.
I'm preparing for the hurt already.
I feel that. I want to say Jorah.
Jorah?
But Jorah really might not die. I don't know who's gonna die. That's can I say that?
You can say that. You can definitely. Definitely throw that in.
I feel like it might end up being a minor character, but there's so many people that's alive, but that like if they die, it really I don't know if it will have an effect, or B, it's just like there's no reason for them to die.
Yo, it's gonna be soon, and I really think it's gonna be.
See. What if Missandei died, and then the Grey Worm, and then we hurt for Grey Worm?
Oh, don't hurt my stomach, bro. Don't do it, bro. Not now, bro.
So yeah.
Oh, I gotta do a brew. Oh my gosh, yo. This was a good ass episode, dog.
Fuck with it.
This was a good ass episode. Yo, stay tuned for episode 3 of It's a Goddamn Podcast.
It's a Goddamn Podcast.
We look forward to bringing y'all some more fire, some more fan theories, some more gossip on the Game of Thrones and,
of course,
you know, my man Brandon.
My man Dark.
Out here giving y'all full detail on everything. Pow, pow. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Peace.